Greetings, Skyfarers, and welcome to another episode of Sunless Skies. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and in this episode, what should we do? We're back home. It's great. We actually know what we're doing. We kind of have an idea of what's going on around here. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Well, let's take a look at our inventory here. Well, I would say that these 15 days are most likely up, but maybe we should give them just a little bit more time. Maybe we should head down to... No, actually, we might have two missions to Leadbeater and Stain Rods. So we have this, and we have this. We also have two that would send us down, at least two, that would send us down to Lustrum. And then, of course, we have our little quest out there at Trader's Wood. I really want to actually finish that up. I think that that's probably the most interesting thing that's happening. Our terror is low. Crew is fairly well stocked. We could go to Port Avon, resupply all of our stuff, and then head straight up to Trader's Wood. I think that's what we should do. Try to go via the statue of the unknown rat, so we can pick up our little terror reduction bonus. Got that weird pause again. Still don't know what that is. Because actually, I don't think it saves while you're out in the middle of space. Maybe it's for loading the next biome? But if so, it seems to take a really long time. I mean, I've got like an SSD and all that stuff. All fancy technology. It shouldn't take no time at all. Besides, you should be able to run that on a different thread. Let's milk this for Ellsworth. Okay, let's take this done. Probably head by Cuddlescombe. While we're on our way. We will read our ledger. I think we've read this one before. Whatever they're called. Hopefully it won't come and try to bother us. Got a little house here. Alright, we could eat our fill. We could share gossip from civilization. Might as well eat our fill. Just take care of our fear entirely. We've read that before. there's the Cantankeri over there. Brilliant landing. Brilliant. Alright, we can take the quiet day of Port Avon. We will take the cheap fuel because we're going to need to buy quite a bit of it. Oh, we only get 2. Okay. Oily-faced girl from the docks helps roll the barrels onto the engine and into the cargo hold, ready to use. That, okay. Oh, we got our tea. Taste of London. No. I think we're not doing anything here. I'm being honest. Pretty much just want to go. I suppose we could buy the Indistinguished Souls. 30 days. We can get them on the way back. We're probably going to have to stop here on the way back. Let's get these up to 6. Nope. 6. And... oh. Yeah, yeah, let's get one of these. Alright, let's head out. Oh, it's so good to be home. We know where to... excuse me. Where we know where to reduce our panic. Where we know where to get our signed documents. And they owe us a surplus of them. Where we know almost everything. But not quite everything. And now, we're making our way to Traitor's Wood to find the final seal and unlock the Barrows. I wonder if we're too low level to be doing this right now. Whoa, what the hell is that? Let's hunt it. Whoa, this is bad. What the hell is it? Like a bullet hell game, except really slow. What the hell was that? A colonized Cantankeri, pulverized. A palpitating mycological mass of fractured chitinous legs, frilled gills, and ruptured polyps. A growth of livid fungus, and engulfed in a small herd of Cantankeri. Now it is dying. The herd grumbles with one irritable, faltering voice. We could dig under the fungus for precious stones. Sometimes fossils or gemstones can be prized from a Cantankeri's carapace. You'll have to carve your way through the fungus, though. Or we could try to render the fungus edible. Eat an, unprovenanced... celestial fungus is, of course, a ticket to madness, infection, or colorful death. Hopefully your cook can render it inert, or can destroy the remains. They're an unsightly blemish on the sky. I don't think we want to do this. It's just not worth it. I think we have plenty of food. We can destroy the remains. We can get some money out of it. Try to get some money out of it. Let's do it. Oh, we gained terror for that? Okay. Probably should have just destroyed it. Digging deep. Fungal sheath is tough. Fibrous. It must be dug out by the roots, which sprout between the Cantankeri's segmented plates. You use a sharpened trowel and leather-gloved fingers beneath a glitter of valuable stones. And it's only 65 sovereigns. It's not the worst trade in the world. it's just 10 terror. By the time we get up to the traders, whatever the heck, it's something just moved there? Did you guys see that? Mrs. looks concerned. Why would you give a wood? Why would you name a wood after a trader? A sewer, maybe. Alright, we're not going to make the same mistake twice here. We'll be willing to take on whatever terror by going on ahead. Alright, let's do some expeditions into the wood. Actually, let's not. Let's, a respite from labor. What is this? Wood's Edge. We have a couple options here. Let's do the respite of labor. We'll offer stable employment and see if we can get our number up to 14. Oh, yeah. I think we've read that before. We did get our number up to 14, which is wonderful. Wood's Edge. We gather flowers. We could hunt in Trader's Wood. We try to get another cage catch. Those are probably worth it, actually. That's not worth it. We don't need verdant seeds. Let's go for this. Sweet. Alright, it's the same thing that we got before. So that's the Wood's Edge. We can't do it again for now. We can go to the Parting Glade. Oh, drop off settler. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that out of the way. Ooh, let's write a port report. Oh, did we forget to write one up at Prosper? I hope that's not the case. Okay. Yeah, once again, he says we are late. The only thing we did was stop in Avon along the way, and it is literally along the way. Well, we actually did stop at whatever that other place was called, the signal box place where you pick up whatever notes are in the journal. So it doesn't seem like you can ever win in this case. Maybe this is a bug, actually. Alright. Doesn't seem like we can do anything else. Yeah, this looks the same. Okay. Alright. We go here and talk to these guys. They have new information, so like if we ask him about his theory, because he's questioning his theory. I think, yeah, we've read that before, so it didn't change. Which I guess that, because this dismal paleographer does seem to be the most honest of the three. Because we showed the last thing to him, and he seemed to freak out a little bit. It's starting to look like it's not Charlemagne, but he started to freak out a little bit, and I think that we can assume that if one of them was going to change, it would be him. So I still think that the lady in the middle one is probably correct. Expeditions into the wood. We'll prepare a large expedition. Okay. Prepare for an expedition to the Barrows of Silence. Scholars have provided the location. The wood whispered It's named to you. Whatever lies in the Regent's grave may have been connected with this place. It's an expedition of moderate difficulty. The more crew you take, the easier the expedition, though the more risk to your men. To the grave. Your crew are reluctant, but obey your command. They haul on their packs and make ready another incursion. Scholars watch you leave, their expressions solemn. It is not long before you are surrounded by the trees, the canopy plunging you into the gloom. You are on an expedition to the Barrows of Silence. Far and farther to the wood you must go. You emerge on a field of purple flowers, bright as new bruises. Captain! The stoker's voice is anxious. Can you hear them? Something whispers beneath the petals. We could listen to the voices. What do they want to know? Maybe you could learn. Or we could stop your ears. Plug your ears somehow. Shut out the sound. That's 70. This failed us last time. I do wonder if there's a something that we're... I do wonder if it's maybe not just a dice roll. But there might be some... the voices in this area do seem to be hostile, so... Maybe we should just stop our ears, but... Or... You have traveled far enough. You will lose all progress, but suffer no further consequences. I think we're going to rally our crew to stop them from listening. Plug your ears somehow. Shut out the sound. God damn it. Violent chorus. There's always one. One fool who unplugs their ears halfway through the field of whispering flowers that mutter in Latin and Sanskrit and Welsh. Boy, Welsh, jeez. The last you see of him, he's racing across the fields, stripping his sky suit as he goes. The search party turns up, no trace of him. The flowers whisper on, unperturbed. I hate this phrasing. Turn up, no trace of him. Well, you can't turn up nothing. There was no trace of him. There was no turning up at all. You can't turn up a nothing. Anyway. Oh, this is not looking so good. Okay. Yeah, so we've had this quest before too. We have a slightly better chance at this, and this is what we did last time and succeeded, but probably this time we'll fail, but we'll see. God damn it. Holy cow. We lost 1 billion crew members. Death in the woods. Beasts leap from the shadows. Your guns barely slow them. In the dark, you can see only snatches of the creatures ripping into your crew. It's probably for the best. Claws like meat hooks, splintered teeth like rocks off a shore. Their howls of discordance are equaled by the screams of your crew. You're forced into a retreat. Your fallen acting is a meaty distraction from your flight. Your fallen acting? Okay. It's probably another typo. For writers, there's a lot of typos here. The ground gives way to a bog, gray and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily. The marsh reads susurrate, growing in volume as you approach. There's English amidst the polyphony. Names, yours and those of your crew. Well, our crew is kind of destroyed, and we ran into this problem before, and that is why we had to go to Albion, because there's no way to get crew in the Reach. I don't think we can go on. Oh, wait, they came back. Always returning. How did we get characters back? Oh, did I just screw up? I thought that those beasts ate like all of our crew. Alright, I just screwed that up. Let's say, okay, so always returning. You chart your way back through the trees, inch by careful inch. Your crew embarked on an expedition. You've got your crew back. You are on the fringe of the wood. You've gained 8 crew. You're embarked upon qualities gone. The forest rises by in the station, where a few tents have been set up. Okay, so this is what we had before. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go back into it then. And it's gonna really take down our supplies, but. What a waste. Maybe we'll get some better dice rolls this time. Okay, so thunder shakes the trees. A signaler says, drawing up her hood. Should we be out in this, Captain? We can press onward. Might make a bit more progress, but at a risk. Or we can take shelter, send scouts, find a safe refuge. A safer but slower option. We're going to play conservatively. Beneath the roots. While you wait, you're sheltered beneath a vast tree. It is the pale gold of a candlelit manuscript page. Blah. The cover is inadequate. The flask of brandy does not last long enough. Then, torchlight nearby. Your scouts return. There's a hollow under an ancient tree where you can make camp. There's even a cache there. Someone has come through here before you. It is not the date that it was. Far and farther into the woods you must go. And we have 1 additional supply. Okay, this is what we did before. Now, both times I failed at this. Yeah, so I've never succeeded at this. This does give us a better chance. Let's give it a try. Wait. The Traitor's choristers. The scent of the flowers is sweet but sour, like that of rotten raspberries. The smell overpowers your nostrils as the voices overwhelm your ears, filling them with constant babble. Your crew join you in the long grass, wandering through the cacophony of flowers. Petals open their tiny mouths. They whisper directions only half in the language you speak. They tell you of groves and graves, the treacheries which happened, the defiance, the kingdom overthrown. Eventually, they tell you the way to leave. Far and farther into the woods you must go. But we've gained a sky story, which we have in abundance. We got the beasts. Now, both times we failed. Let's just draw the beasts out. It's a better chance of winning. And we failed at this last time. At least previously we've succeeded in fighting. No, actually we fought last time, didn't we? Oh wow, we're doing alright here. That's 3 successes in a row. Alright, that is the same message as the last time we came through. The tree line parts ahead. Enter the Barrows of Silence. A circle of earth and mounds surrounds a hollow of blasted ground. Ground. I wonder if that's intentional. Between the graves, the barrows smell of leaf mold and decay. Some are so old they've sunken and are barely distinguishable from the rest of the grass-covered ground. Your crew shiver as you walk past the mounds into the blasted circle at their center. The wind whips past you, blowing up dust. A bird overhead calls out. Its cry is cut short. A deep depression sits at the center of the circle, surrounded by smoldering sigils of the correspondence. You're going to enter the Regent's grave, take an expedition to the Barrows of Silence, and we've gained back our crew. So I think that means that we've won? The sigils scorned into the Barrows' earth, smolder. The incandescent language is searing. The command burns your marrow. Here you will be silent. We can gag ourselves, seal our mouth, ensure our silence. Or we could gag the crew. We cannot risk them screaming. Or we could go further into the circle. Whatever secrets are buried there lie within the Barrows themselves. Well, this time it sort of seems like the opposite. Last time I sent the crew ahead, and they all got destroyed. This time it seems like selecting the crew would save them, and that this could damn the crew. They will be silent, faces with mouths stuffed with cloth. Look to you for instruction. An occurrence. Gagged crew. Quality is now 1. Well, we'll gag ourselves too if we can. You tear a strip of cloth from your sleeve and force it into your mouth till your jaw aches. Alright, let's go in. The center of the Barrows. Wind gusts across graves, setting stones rolling from the Barrows. Your crew huddle close as you advance into the center of the circle. Below your feet, correspondent sigils flare like dying fireflies. Even now, the letters of heaven sear the air. Entering the Regent's grave, step into the circle. The entrances to the Barrows have been filled with piles of rocks. They are stoppered with slate and shale. Beneath your feet, the correspondence is incandescent. We have raised you up, and so shall we cast you down. We could approach the hole at the center of the Barrow circle. Perhaps another seal is contained within. We could remove our gag. Your jaw aches. Your mouth chafes. What's the harm? We could open the Barrows. Move the stones from the entrances. Well, I'm not going to remove the gag. The question is whether or not we should risk opening the Barrows. Well, like zombies or something. I mean, you'd have to wonder if... it says that the entrances of the Barrows have been filled with piles of rock. They are stoppered with slate and shale. So does that imply that we're trying to keep something contained here? I mean, it kind of does, right? Let's try let's do this, the Barrow circle. Our power shared, our gift given, our law defied. The hole is partially clogged with ash, but you can see a gleam at the bottom. Something gold glistens down there. The sigils around the lip of the hole burn comprehension into you. The privilege of stewardship abused. Fury and pain and betrayal racks your ligaments. Your hands shake as you pluck the golden seal from its dim tomb. Enter the Regent's grave, step into the circle. The entrances to the Barrows have been... Okay, that is what we read before, but we do have the last seal. Let's be away from this quiet place. I think we did the right thing, but it's hard to say. Your crew are glad to be away, and hurry after you, away from the looming silence of the Barrows. You have the third seal for the gate. The scholars in the camp will know what to do next. So, entering the Regent's grave, turn to the scholars. Now, The Dismal Paleographer seems like the most trustworthy. But do we give him 2 of the 3 seals? Will it make it Charlemagne if we give him 2 of the 3 seals? Or should we spread it out evenly and go with the Feckless Theologian? Let's go for honesty. I guess we can't. Let's talk to the Feckless Theologian and just see if there's anything. I guess we don't have the option to consult with them about this one. We have to consult with all 3 at once. You have 3 seals to open the Regent's grave. Scholars will be able to lend their expertise. Patience. The scholars are waiting eagerly for your return, though they affect otherwise. The vituperative classicist arrives first. Well? The others hurry behind her, their expressions repetitions of her question. You explain all you can. A servant thrown down, the theologian concludes, for dreadful overreach. It is not my king in the barrow, then, the paleographer says, mournfully. Only a retainer. We don't know that, the classicist replies, though it is reasonable supposition. She turns to you. Take me with you. Let's open this wretched grave. The theologian immediately volunteers himself as an alternate. We could take the Dismal Paleographer. His theory is in tatters. The truth might be a bomb. You may take only 1 scholar with you. You'll need an interpreter, and the scholars will not work together. You could take the vituperative classicist. She was the least bound to her theory. Perhaps she will find the truth rewarding. Actually, I'd say the Dismal Paleographer is the least bound to their theory. She was downright bitchy when we had when we brought the first talisman back to her. At least he admitted that he has doubts about his theory when we showed him one. And then we have the Feckless Theologian. His insouciant demeanor shields him from disappointment. Would he appreciate the truth? I don't know, I think we have to go with the classicist. I kind of hate her, though. Once again, I feel like this is Mary suing, where, like, at least he's... Yeah, it's like... Anyway, it'll turn out like she's always right about everything. She nods. I've packed already. I'll meet you at the engine. She walks by, ignoring the gazes of her colleagues. The paleographer sighs and returns to his tent. The theologian approaches you. Please be careful. I wouldn't want anything to happen to her. You'll need to find the Regent's grave in your locomotive to continue. Entering the Regent's grave. Fly to the Regent's grave, deeper in the wood, to open the tomb. The vituperative classicist will accompany you to the Regent's grave. We've gained 250 sovereigns and 250 experience. Sweet deal. The shadow of the barrow falls over the camp. Have I read this before? No, I don't think so. A mournful wail carries on the wind. Cluster of scholars. Yeah, I must have read this before. Okay. Wander the camp. It's deserted. Alone. The remaining scholars packed up back to Summerset in London. Once you made your decision, they hope to salvage their careers, or at least be somewhere warm and inside. A wind shivers the grass. The shadows lengthen over the camp. Yeah, okay. We'll leave. Alright. Whoa. We can buy cage catches. A mangled hunter is selling his catch outside his sleek, gun-bristling engine. Cantankeri grumbles in his cage. A tangle of partner eels thrash. Something fungal and livid oozes gently. Disgusting. We'll buy all of them. Alright. Now the question is, do we want to go to Trader's Wood or do we want to go get more fuel? We're kind of painfully low on fuel, so I think we're going to head all the way back to Port Avon. Pick up some fuel. And head all the way back up here. Don't want to be caught without fuel. It's because we have to go into the woods twice because I didn't realize that I thought that, like, when I looked down at the crew counter, I guess I didn't notice the crew go down when we first joined. Maybe they need a crew counter, like how many people are with you. Or maybe they had one and I just didn't see it. But in any case, I thought that we had lost, like, all but 4 of our crew. Which would have put us back into the position where we didn't have enough crew to safely run the engine. And that does not turn out well. You get all kinds of random events that slowly bleed you to death. So I stopped with the intention of going back to pick up more crew, but, and they reappeared. Wilkinsonstead. Okay, Wilkinsonstead. See, I like what they did here, where they put the markers in to show that that's foreground. I wish they'd do that in more places. We're gonna go to the shops, we're gonna go and buy stuff. I think I want to have 6. No, I want to have 5. But we'll do 6 for fuel. Because we're already a little bit low. Back to it. There's a crazy monster that we saw there, the Cantankeri blob or whatever. Weird sounds. I wonder if it's just me. Like, am I imagining it? Oh, there's another one of them. You know, it really wasn't worth it. Let's just keep going on. Watch it'll, like, lodge somewhere and start spawning just some horrible monstrosities or something. I think the thing that I saw before was just, there's a couple of places where you can sort of gaze through. And I'm wondering if that's what I saw. Probably should have actually stopped in and taken care of our terror. Alright. try to deal with the choristers here. Actually, you know what? We could probably go up here and deal with our terror there. But we might have to fight choristers to get there. If you're over there, you know, it's stressing me out. Just kind of hoping to eliminate them. One fewer res. The air is clean here. The crystal scent of fresh water. You near the Regent's tears. The cascade falls to the sky, the light and hues of heaven. Okay, we could do nectar. Let's just gain the experience. We don't really need the nectar. Do the same. Same message. I wonder if these hives go away when you do that. Can you not dock or anything? You only do it once? Okay, here we go. Alright, let's drink from the cascading waters. The route to the top is perilous. You can still benefit from the lakes. Okay, Terror's fallen. Yeah, it's fine. Look at this. This is awesome. We'll go to the end of the waterfalls and then head down. Did I actually take damage? Huh. Alright, so I figure we'll go down here. We'll pop over here, and then we'll head over there. We're always sort of exploring a little bit, doing a little scouting. What is that noise? I don't like that noise. I don't like unusual sounds in this game. Things I know what they are. I'm alright with that. Nope. Forced to be this way. Oh, they did that thing. It sucks. nebula happening around here. Look at that. Complex of celestial ruins, bristled with leaning pillars. A celestial ruin. The heavens are pocked with tumbled ruins from aeons gone. Some are melancholy, some malevolent, some high treasures, others danger. Here is an ivied ruin of the Reach, graceful with arches and bristled with sprouts of moss and mushroom. We could leave the ruins undisturbed, and the past to its grave, or could decipher the ancient inscriptions, weathered markings, feckle the stones, trade visions of heaven for a moment of inspiration and some experience. Or we could tarry amidst the ruins, linger a while beneath the soaring stones. I want to decipher, but it seems like this is probably a better this is more likely to give you an interesting result, but I do want to decipher. The conjunctions. The inscriptions are written in a language of the suns. You decipher what you can. They hint at a number of feuding solar alliances, or conjunctions. Each conjunction holds a different philosophy, as obtuse and fiery as the stars themselves. We've lost 4 visions of heaven. Wow. And gained 1 moment of inspiration. And we got some experience. It's kind of cool. I want to see what this barrow actually looks like. Is this... like, what does a barrow actually look like in real life? Whoa, hey. Get out of here. Gonna charge at me, buddy? Who do you think you are? No. Yay, a vision of heaven. I've read that message before. Is that a barrow? The Regent's grave. Here at the heart of the forest, a great barrow built from ancient stone stands. I guess that's a barrow. You have 3 seals and a translator. You'll discover what is entombed here. Or we can seal it shut forever. Break the seals. Lock the gates forever. They were not meant to be opened. Or we could leave the gate. The grave. Go away. Far away. No, we're going to open this gate. Into the traitor's grave. He's a traitor? Well, if he's a traitor, he's not St. John, right? St. John the Baptist? Is that John the Baptist, St. John? I don't know. There might be more than one St. John. There probably is more than one St. John. Such a common name. But anyway, into the traitor's grave. Forfeiting the seals into the gate. The scholar examines the correspondence, marking them. Something about to be used for a visitation, and a reminder not to visit unless in direst need. Your scholar translates, plainly baffled. Each seal fits a particular depression in the gate. In goes silver, then bronze, then gold. As you place the final seal into the metal, the gate swings inward of its own accord. A long stair, vastly wide, descends downward into the gloom. Below, the wind howls with the ferocity of a starving wolf. Enter the Regent's grave. Burn away the wax seals from the traitor's mouth. At the foot of the stairs is a burial chamber, fathoms high. Hanging from the roof is a skeleton. The bones are the size of locomotives. The skull, palatial. Red correspondence sigils are branded on the bones. The trisected skull's mouth is sealed shut, coarse to wax. We could unstopper the skull's mouth. The sigils on the jawbone mean to have gone further than one should, the scholar whispers. Oh, that's pretty ominous. We're really playing with fire here. Not to be forgotten. Standing well back, you order your crew to light a fire below the skull's mouth. Soon the wax is congealing and dripping in long, slow splashes onto the tomb's floor. The heat in the chamber rises. Dashes of wax begin to fall in heavy drops from the mouth of the skull. The wind rises to a frenzy. The last of the wax melts. The jaws hang open. The corresponding sigils begin to appear on the walls of the tomb. The cavern light in fierce incandescence as the traitor spits furious correspondence. Is correspondence a language? Anyway, the scholar struggles to keep up as they translate the sigils on the spot. Entering the Regent's grave, hear the traitor's words. The scholar translates. The servant was given a task. They mean to complete it, but they have no body. They mean to chain the wood. No, tame it. They are the tamer. They overstepped when they gave voice to the voiceless. They want to undo the error. The scholar falls silent. I'm sorry, what? And their eyes widen. They want one of us to help them for a year and a day. You explain that the judgment of the Reach has perished. The Traitor's Wood no longer has a master. What is the judgment of the Reach? I feel like I'm missing something here. I've read everything that this game has put in front of us, basically, and I still don't know what the hell they're talking about. What is the judgment of the Reach? Like, maybe this stuff was covered in Sunless Seas, and I just haven't played that, really. I mean, I played it a little bit, but space is much more my thing, so... Okay, we can explain that the judgment of the Reach has perished, the Traitor's Wood no longer has a master. Or we could ask, what would your task entail? What does the deceased servant of a deceased star want? Is the judgment of the Reach a star? Okay. Why not leave things as they are? The tamer has its freedom, though not its life. It can join the winds that howl the heavens and leave the woods full of voices. Wild and at liberty. Or we could accept, give the tamer your body so it can fulfill its duty. We could allow the scholar to fulfill the task. They step forward, trembling. Let me. Or it could leave the grave. Go away. Far away. Let's first talk to it. The Traitor's Wood has no master. Task incomplete. The scholar struggles to convey your statement, but the tamer appears to understand. Correspondence flashes like lightning. Ah, I know this. A duty magnified, the rights due to the dead. The scholar pauses. The chain of being, the obligations thereof. I don't know this last one. I think it might just be grief. What would your task entail? The taming of the wood. Correspondence flashes in the dark like bonfires on Guy Fawkes night. The scholar frowns. The vanquishing of all errors. The making right of the wood. Something about work, bloody, burning, taming work. The silencing of the voices and the stilling of tongues. The scholar shrugs. They seem to think it's self-explanatory. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that talks to you in Traitor's Wood. There's flowers, there's trees. It seems likely that these are the things that shouldn't have voices that he gave voices to. Alright, so why not leave things as they are? Tamer, yeah, we're not going to do that. I don't think we want to accept ourselves. We could give this... I mean, it's kind of the scholar's life's work. She seems to want it. The vituperative classicist strides forward without a second glance. Well, come on then. I haven't got all. The rest is lost, as the wind pounces on her. It howls as it forces its way into the empty places in her skull. She turns back to you, as unseeing, and runs from the tomb, out into the wild of the wood. Grave is silent. We can return to the Parting Glade in Traitor's Wood in a year and a day to complete this story. A year and a day? Man, really? Alright, well I should probably write down the date, because for some reason it doesn't keep track of this stuff. So, I'm looking for April 10th, 1907. That is a long time. The grave is quiet now. Leave the grave. Go away. Far away. You have left the long dark of the barrow behind you. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get out of here. Just trying to decide which way to leave. And it looks like this side's pretty well explored. We could check out some of these other terrors. Maybe we are high enough level to tackle these terrors at this point. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll definitely go out this way. I want to take this bit off the map. So maybe we'll go this way. Go back to Avon? Kind of lame. But at the same time, we should probably be moving on to... That's not what I want. At the same time, probably be moving on to one of these other quests here. So we have 2 reasons to go to Lustrum. So do we have 3 reasons to go to Lustrum? Tania. Actually, we have multiple reasons to go back to the circus. We might have 3 reasons. Wow, we have a lot of quests. Oh, we have some of the Magna lanes. Okay, that's one of the Lustrums. Actually, yeah, we don't want to go back to the circus until we go to this nature reserve. Maybe that's where we should go next. It's gotta have been 15 days by now. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so I think that that's what we're gonna do. Go to the nature reserve. It might be good to stop at Winchester on the way back. See if we can pick up some One of these things here. Quests. Maybe drop off some of these other supplies here. Alright. Yeah. Well, that may have been eventful. It's hard to say. And we spoke to a skeleton. That's kind of cool. Giant skeleton at that. With its mouth sealed. It's kind of badass. Whoa, hello. Yeah, let's scavenge for parts. All right. We'll hug this northern edge here, see if we can come up with any new points of interest. I doubt we will, though. The southern edge is really close. I'm sure that if there were any points of interest, they probably would have cropped up. New sounds, huh? I suppose we'll find out what they are. No! It's still hit. I suck. Wait about him. Oh, jeez, I freaking wrong way again. I hate the inverted controls so bad. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, I gotta get out of here. This is terrible. Oh no. Let's quickly repair here because we're gonna get hit again. Oh. Moolah. Remember, the controls are inverted. Oh. Oh no, now it's screwed up again. Jeez, I hate these inverted controls so much. Alright. Let's destroy the remains. Yay, Tyro's fallen. Sky story. Obliteration. Your guns thunder again and again until the agglomeration is pulverized. The crew cheer like spectators at fireworks. We can get more repairs here. That'd be great. We can recover the weaponry. Alright. I guess we're gonna go down by the Tomb of the Rat. And I don't see any reason to go by Port Avon. Or Port Avon again. Wow, our terror is really high. They should swing my magnoids. We do have to do something with their clocks or something. Swing by the Tomb of the Rat. Statue of the Rat to see what we can lower our terror a little bit. Alright, that's all we get. Yeah, let's head to Magdalene's. And then we might wrap up this episode. We'll fix their clock, and then in the next episode, I think we'll swing by Winchester on our way to lead better in Stainrod's Nature Reserve. Follow the northern. Or, sorry, the western side of this. Looks like there's a place that's not well explored. Hey, we need fuel, too. Also, there's likely to be a battle here. It seems like there's very frequently battles between the good guys, the Imperials, and the horrible Tackies. We'll go to the Keepsake Market. While away with the crew, with the captains, it's only 50 gold. Not too bad. Go in here and really finish it off. Request a treatment for NY. The wonders of heaven no longer steal your heart from beating. Only costs 1. He takes your hand very briefly, holds it very gently, though it were a rare butterfly that had alighted there by chance. This way, please. Yeah, we've read that before. I think we've gone through all these. We might not have done this one. Let's just do this one, make sure. Pretty sure we read that. I'm not going to read it. Let's go to the House of Small Comfort. Investigate the top of the clocks. Time is running slow here. Though that could be the sleepy atmosphere as much as the banal matters of clockwork. Oh boy, we need better mirrors. Your orological office pocket watch affords you access to the port's primary clock, from which others in the area get their time. You unpack your tools and begin. Sword screwdrivers, brushes, pliers, tweezers, and a small bottle of oil in a jeweler's loop. This port has drifted from Albion Standard Time, or it can sabotage the clock. You have your reasons and nobody's watching. Or it can say, leave it how it is. How are the orologists going to know anyway? No, we're going to try to correct it. Damn it! Lost in time. Oh, shit. Whoa, this is getting low. Too many gears, too many cogs, too many swinging things and bits that may or may not supposed to come away in your hand. Passers-by look up at the clock, hands ticking sulkily backwards. They tut and mutter about those blinking clockheads getting in good folks' ways. Fortunately, you are not the only orologist here. A skilled apprentice presents on unrelated reason. Wait, a skilled apprentice present on unrelated reason soon intervenes, promising to fix things on your behalf if you'll just put away your tools and go anywhere else for a few hours in exchange for your fee, obviously. We've lost. This is getting worryingly low. I have no idea what this means. Definitely write our port reports. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's a bummer that we screwed up that clock. Those over 50%, they really don't go your way very often. Although we did get a few of them that went our way recently, so maybe I just had a bout of bad luck. But I'd still say that my 50% are probably my over 50%. Like, when I say over 50%, I mean like 50 to 70%. I think that they only go my way about 40% of the time. Maybe I'm just unlucky. I don't know. So, anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you have, please like, comment, subscribe, all that business. And I'll catch you in the next episode where we'll go, we will go down to the Ledbetter and Stainrod Nature Reserve by way of New Winchester. And actually, we could probably swing over to Titania while we're down there too. Fulfill that delivery. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I think I already said all that, so I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.